This is sugar, baby. Hi, I'm Miguel, and welcome to Sokotoa Park, a place to practice your math survival skills. When solving right triangles, the Pythagorean theorem is one of the most important theorems that we should know. So we're going to go ahead and do some problems from this book that I've written that I'll provide in the description below. We're going to talk about certain instances of right triangles when we're solving for certain sides and some weird equations that might involve radicals. So if you're ready, let's go. So here we have two right triangles, but before we can even attempt to solve these problems, let's go ahead and review the Pythagorean theorem. That is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Now, what is a, what's b, and what is the c? The a and the b values are going to be any of the two sides of the triangle. So if you look at the triangle on the left side, your a could be 9 or your b could be 13. You can decide whichever one you want to make that your a and b. The c is going to be the important one. That's the hypotenuse of the triangle. And that's going to be the one that's directly across from the 90-degree angle. Whenever you have a picture, the c value is usually the diagonal or the long side. So let's go ahead and attempt to solve for the value of x in that particular problem there on the left. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and make my a equal to 9, my b equal to 13. And using the equation, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in and make 9 squared plus 13 squared is equal to c squared. And let's go ahead and simplify this. This is going to be 81 plus 169 is equal to c squared. You can always use your calculator to solve for these things. You're going to get 250 is equal to c squared. And in order to solve for the value of c, all I have to do now is go ahead and take the square root of both sides, and I'm going to get the square root of 250 is going to equal to c. Now, if you're taking pre-algebra, you might not know how to simplify this, but if you're taking algebra, you can probably simplify this radical into something like 5 root 10 is equal to c. Okay, at the moment, you don't need to worry about this if you're taking pre-algebra, but if you're taking algebra, I'm sure that your teacher is going to ask you to simplify this correctly. Okay, let's go ahead and attempt the other problem there on the bottom. Again, if I need to solve this problem using a right triangle, again, I'm going to go ahead and use the Pythagorean theorem, and I'm going to identify my a as 6. My b value is going to be x, and notice that we know the c value. This is a hypotenuse, and that's going to be 12. So when I plug it in, this is going to be 6 squared plus x squared is equal to 12 squared. Let's go ahead and simplify this. It's going to be 36 plus x squared is equal to 144. All right. In order to solve for x, I'm going to go ahead and subtract the 36. And I'm going to get x squared equals 108. Again, if I need to solve for this variable, I need to go ahead and take the square root. And I get x equals the square root of 108. If you're taking pre-algebra, we'll leave it like this. If you're taking algebra, or if you already know how to simplify these radicals, I believe this is going to become 6 root 3. All right, we have now found the missing leg. You'll notice this next problem has, some weird radicals as our sides, and then we still need to find the hypotenuse. I'm going to continue using the Pythagorean theorem, but of course it gets a little trickier with the radicals. Find my a, which is 3 root 2, my b, which is 5 root 3, and my c value is going to be x. We don't know what that is. Using the Pythagorean theorem, I'm going to go ahead and do 3 root 2 squared plus 5 root 3 squared is equal to x squared. For those that don't know radicals, it is okay. You can always use a calculator just to practice this. But if you're taking algebra, I think at this point we should know how to multiply these things out. So this is going to become 18 plus 75 equals x squared. All right, let's go ahead and add those together. I get 93 equals x squared. And if I take the square root of both sides, I'm going to get root 93 is equal to x. And I don't think that simplifies any further. And that's it. That's exactly how you're going to solve every single problem where you have a right triangle and you need to find one of the missing sides. The Pythagorean theorem is so useful and I think you're ready to solve some of your problems. And that is it. I hope that you learned how to use the Pythagorean theorem, and I hope you're ready to conquer some of your other problems in your homework. And if you want more help, you can always download one of my digital workbooks on my site. I'll put the description below. And if you want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I will see you there. Happy trails.